Cigarbox Nation TV, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's talk about how to play the blues on 3-string cigar box guitar. First thing we want to ask you guys, first of all, thanks for joining us, but please share this video on your Facebook timeline. Let people know about what we're doing here with Cigarbox Nation TV, teaching people how to make these instruments, teaching them how to build them, and, like today, how to play them. My name is Shane Spiel, and I'm going to be showing you some blues licks, how to play the blues on a 3-string slide cigar box guitar. Now this one is tuned to an open G, and so our tunings are G, D, and G, 1 octave higher than the low. G, D, G. I have this guitar tuned, or strung up with A, D, and G strings off a pack of electric guitar strings. So you have the middle 3 strings of a pack of electric strings tuned G, D, G. As you can tell, I'm downstairs in my home studio because it's just too dang hot to be out in the woodshed today. I do want to thank our sponsor, cbgitty.com. That's cbgitty.com. They've got some incredible things coming out very soon. I've been privy to see some of the behind the scenes. We've got, let me just tell you that it's going to be one awesome second half of 2016. A lot of new products coming out, a lot of things that are just going to blow your mind. So, cbgitty.com, G-I-T-T-Y, cbgitty.com. And before I get started with this, I do want to invite everybody next week to come out to the Pennsylvania Cigar Box Guitar Festival. That is Saturday, August 27th, all day long, starting at 10 a.m. In downtown New York, Pennsylvania. Just do a search on Facebook for Pennsylvania Cigar Box Guitar Fest, and you'll get the information. Hey, Giddy just showed up. Hey-o, hey-o. So let's talk about this. I have my new camera here, and I can show you some close-ups of my hands. I could do something like this, or even show you here, down where I'm playing here. So let's get into playing the blues. And I'm going to start out with the quintessential blues rhythm riff, and that's just... The reason I want to show you this is so many people, when they start out on a 3-string cigar box guitar, they just mash their slide across all 3 strings and play something like... No, there's a better, a deeper blues that you can get into. First of all, I cannot stress this enough. You need a stubby slide to do this. Get a short slide. CB Gitty sells stubby slides. I even have some at my website, but get a stubby slide. I even use a 3/4 inch socket sometimes. But get one that's small enough that can fit into your finger properly and that you can still bend your bottom knuckle like this. You want your stubby slide to be fitting on your finger. So, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get camera angles right. Boom, right there. You want to be able to comfortably keep your finger inside your slide and to be able to bend your finger like this. Now, there's a whole reason for this, but first of all, let me show you. For this slide, my finger was too small for the bottleneck opening, so I used some sticky felt and put pieces... I'm sorry, I keep messing up the camera angle. I put felt inside there, and that holds my finger perfectly. You need a stubby slide to do these because we're going to be playing the middle string, we're going to be sliding on the middle string while we're letting the low and high ring out, like this. Now give you a close-up. Let me move this camera right down to here. The close-up is simply, and I'm trying to move my fingers out of the way, but you see how this slide, it's just basically this tip of the slide is only touching the middle string. That is the key to playing these blues. Now I'm wondering if I turn my guitar this way, and we got a lot of comments on there, and I can't really, let me see. If I turn my guitar this way, you can see how the slide only touches the middle string here. Okay? That's the key to playing some of these riffs. Okay, so we got the stubby slide basics. You want a slide that is small enough that you can bend your finger like this. You don't want a long slide like this. See this, where in order for me to play it and hit the middle string, I've got to kind of contort my hand all around. No, you don't want a long slide. You want something short. Okay, the blues riff goes like this. Take the reverb off of here. It almost sounds like Sesame Street, doesn't it? The way you play this simple riff is using your stubby slide. You're going to go open. Let's get a close-up. I'm going to bring both hands in here. Open. Do that twice. Now take your stubby slide, and just at the tip of here, I want you to put it right over top the second fret line on the second string. And that's the only string you're touching. And then move it up to the third string the same way. So each time we do this, we're going to strum it twice. There is your most basic blues riff, and it sounds great. And it's all with using this short slide. Now, whenever I play my blues, such as off my last album, A Fat Man Will Love You Like No Skinny Boy Can, you know, let me show you what I just did there. We started out with that first riff we did. And then I did a transition up to the 5th fret, which is a C chord. But what I did was, all I'm doing is sliding on the low G string. And it's two strums. Here we go. Let's do another close-up. It is, and I'll put my slide over top so you can see. It's 1, 2 with it open, and then go to the 2nd fret. Go to the 3rd fret. Go to the 4th fret. And then put the slide across all 3 strings. That's a nice little transition. Now, whenever I play blues of this style on a 3-string slide cigar box guitar, oops, wrong camera angle. When I do that, I don't do like, whenever I go to the next chord up, which is on the 5th fret, I don't do that secondary chunking all I do is ride that slide on the fret. So it's... I just let the slide there. What I just did there, we started out with the opening riff, that one, then we did the transition, then we went to the 5th fret. For blues is usually a 3-chord thing, and when you're in the key of G, it goes from the G chord to the C chord to the D chord. On your cigar box guitar, the G chord is when all 3 strings are open. The C chord is when your slide is across the 5th fret. The D chord is when your slide is across the 7th fret. So whenever I play this, it's like this. Seventh, 5, open. And that's it. It's a really simple thing. I'll show you a few other fun little licks that you can do. Some of you are a little more advanced and want kind of the wild licks that I get into, and I'll show some of these during the broadcast. But I wanted to give you the general simple blues, and I can't stress enough how much a stubby slide. Yeah, I've said it a billion times already, and I'll just keep saying it. It makes all the difference. Now, how do we end that riff? We end that riff. One way to do it is this turnaround. That's a blues turnaround. We started out this whole lesson by going up and down on that 2nd string. Well, that blues turnaround I just showed you is starting on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. You're just going backwards. You to notice something. Whenever I'm playing this, I'm doing that turnaround, I'm not hitting the low string. All I am hitting is the 2nd and 3rd string. And I'll give you another close-up again here. It goes like this. 2nd to 3rd string. There we go. So all together, and you guys, this live broadcast will be archived here on Facebook.com/CigarBoxNation. So you'll be able to go back to it. You'll be able to rewind it, play things over and over again, pause it while you check it out. But here is that whole riff, that whole blues section from start to finish. again. And it's just, this is quintessential blues. Okay, now let's get it. For some of you advanced guys, I need to throw you guys a bone too, all right? Let me show you some Muddy Waters influenced licks that I used on this blues rhythm. And the Muddy Waters, Muddy liked to pull an open note and then he liked to pull it up, just grind it up. Let me see, I'm going to get a little bit of a close-up. I'm going to move the camera like this. Here we go. And Muddy would go like this. Okay, let me show you how I did that. I'm going to go full screen. Muddy, and that was just kind of a turnaround. It would be... I'll show you where that riff comes in. I'm going a little fast. So here's how you do that. It's going low string, and let's get a camera. Oh, no. I'm trying to figure out how to zoom in here. There we go. Starts out open on the low string. Okay? And what you want to do is hit it open and then slam your slide on the 3rd fret. And then pull that slide to the 7th fret. So it goes. And then what you want to do after you pull it to the 7th fret, you want to hit the 2nd string open and slam your slide on the 7th fret again. See that? Now for the second part, you want to do the same exact thing but going to the 5th fret. And then the end part of that riff is where you're going 2nd string, 5th fret. You're going to go 5th to the 3rd to open, and then you're going to go low string, 3rd, 2nd, open. So it's nice. They're all really connected and they're all really close to each other. Can you guys see that? Can you understand? It's kind of tough even with these close-ups to get you the proper camera angle, but it's... Fifth, 3rd, open, 3rd, 2nd, open. So that whole Muddy Waters riff goes... I love that riff. I love it. It is so quintessential Muddy Waters. He used it on so many different songs that he was playing slide. Okay, and let me give you another riff that I love doing, and this one was based on something I heard John Lee Hooker do. And John Lee Hooker would be like... And this one is stupidly easy. Let's get into the hands. And it is, again, we're working with the second string. We're working with the tip of the stubby slide. And we're going to start second string, 3rd fret. And you're going to let the other strings ring open. But it goes from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret to the 3rd fret. So the way to play it is, I'm going to only play the second string so you hear what I'm doing. It goes 3rd, 5, 5, 5. And I'm going to move this camera just a little more here. And then the way to end that is on the low string, you're going to hit the 3rd and then open. That's it. And that is straight out of John Lee Hooker's playbook. And then as I'm playing, what do? I just broke a string. You know what? I'm going to use this. I didn't even expect to do this. We're not going to stop this broadcast, just like I don't stop songs if I break a string, because I am going to use this opportunity to show you how to properly put a string on a tuning peg. And there is a technique that I learned from working in a music store. I've been wanting to show you guys this, and you know what? Since I just broke this string here, I'm going to do it. Now, excuse me, I'm going to walk right over here. I'm going to move the camera around because I need to come over here and get my strings. And let me get the proper gauge. I buy all my strings in bulk from CB Giddy, and I keep them all in a cardboard tube like this. And Giddy bulk strings come in big, long plastic bags like that. So having a shipping tube like this is the perfect way to store your guitar strings. Now let me get this camera and turn this around. How we doing, guys? I know this is totally unexpected, but I think it's very, very important. I'm going to put my pick down. And I'm going to put this string. This is one of those CB Giddy hardtail bridges, and it's like a Strat bridge, but it's made for cigar box guitars. The strings, instead of like a Strat where the strings come up through the body, the strings are fed through the back here. And I'm sorry, let me get the camera angle correct. So what, like for the hardtail, I always bend the string a little bit like this, okay? And I put it in through the hole in the back, and being that I bend it, it just goes straight up through here. Okay? So I'm going to pull that through. And, okay, here is the important thing. I'm going to set the guitar right like this, and I'm going to set the camera. We're going to come in pretty close. How's that look, guys? What you want to do whenever you're changing guitar strings, so many people just put the string through and start winding the peg. That is not the best way to do a guitar string. I put the string through the hole in the tuner, and I'm actually going to get even closer. I'm going to bring this camera right in, and we're going to really get it going here. Okay, you see how this string is through the tuner hole, okay? Now my string, whenever I string it up, it goes over here and it goes around this way. What I want to do is take the string backwards and over top, I'm sorry, it goes over top the loose end of the string. Oh, I'm messing up these camera angles. So I take the string and it goes over top, and then I pull it down, and as I wind the tuner up, the string then goes underneath the loose part of the guitar string. The reason for this is you have one winding that goes over the string and the rest of the windings that go under the string. And once I get this up, and excuse me 1 second, one of the greatest tools you will ever have in your shop, get one of these. This is an Ernie Ball string winder. Greatest thing in the world. Once I get this string wound up, I will show you exactly what I just did. Because when you have one winding over top of the loose end of the string and then the rest of the windings underneath, it holds tension much better and it doesn't go out of tune as much. What, you guys want me to poke my eye out with this string? Thanks, guys. Jeez, oh man. I'm watching these comments as I'm doing this, and y'all are horrible. We're going to get back to showing you how to play blues. I just, if you're just joining us, I broke a string and I wanted to show you how I did it. Now, I put way too many windings on there because I'm on live TV. But what I have here is there's one winding that goes above the string end, and the rest of the windings go below. And when you do that, it stays in tune better. Let me tune this up. Let me show you another thing that Glenn Kaiser taught me. He said whenever you change your guitar strings, get it up to tune. Get it up to tune, this one being G, and then pull on it. Pull on that string, get a lot of tension, tune it up again, pull on it again. If you do it 2 or 3 times, then it properly stretches out your string and doesn't go out of tune in concert. Okay. Let's get back to the blues. And there's my pick. Alright. So we showed you the John Lee Hooker riff. And that is quintessential John Lee Hooker. Some of the other licks that I've done in concert, if you've ever seen a Shane Spiel Snake Oil Band show, you'll notice that we do a lot of sort of the Fat Possum, R.L. Burnside type of one chord boogies, where we'll just keep a chord going forever, and I'll have a riff going with my foot stomper and everything. One of those riffs is... And if I do this, I can sing over top. The harmonica can solo. And that could just go on forever, and people start dancing. That riff is so easy as well. All I'm doing is, it's going from basically from the 2nd to the 3rd fret on each string, starting with the high string. Now let's get a close-up here. And all I'm doing is 3rd on the high string, 3rd on the 2nd string, and 3rd on the low string. Now with me, I'm not going to get into the right hand picking as much today, but a lot of this is just the way you're slapping at the guitar to get that right hand going. But even in the basic sense, using just a regular picking. You can even take that up to the 5th fret, do the same thing. Just simple little riffs like that. Great ways to spice up your blues. Let me see. I'm going to jam a little bit, and I guess for me there's a lot of instinctual playing, so let me go through this riff and try to give you a couple more ideas here. First of all, there we go, there we go. That's one of my riffs. Then, and that's simply a hammer on with the 2nd string, 3rd fret. So open 2nd string and then hammer that stubby slide onto the 3rd fret. And then play the high string open. So it's 2nd string, open, 3rd, and then you hit the high string. And then I hit the 2nd string, 2nd fret, open, and then I go to low string, 3rd fret. And basically this slide is only touching the 2nd string, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, and low string, 3rd fret. So it's, but it's all in how you're picking it. All together is I know I'm doing it fast. You guys can go through this broadcast. When we're done, like I said, it's going to be archived here at Cigarbox or Facebook.com/CigarboxNation, and you can always go through, rewind, fast forward, get these licks. Let me see. What else do we got here? I'll give you one more before I go. Oh yeah! There's a cool transition. Instead of going... This one I hit up to the 12th fret and I go... And that is simply, let's get a close-up here and pull that camera down. Yeah, baby. Okay. It starts at the 12th, to the 10th, to the 9th, to the 8th, to the 7th, and then go 5, 6, 7. Let me tune this up. That brand new string just went a little out of tune. Okay, you ready to see this again? Start at the 12th fret at the octave. 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 6, 7. So, there's some riffs for you. I hope you guys get a little bit out of this. If you have questions, ask them in the comments. I want to thank again our sponsor, cbgitty.com. That's cbgitty.com. My name is Shane Spiel, and I'm going to be going. I'm going to get ready for the Pennsylvania Cigar Box Guitar Fest, which is next week, August 27th in York, Pennsylvania. Search Facebook for the Pennsylvania Cigar Box Guitar Festival. That's going to be all day long. It's a free event, 14 bands on 2 stages. And the day that we hold that festival in downtown New York is also the same day as York Fest, where the entire downtown city turns into an art festival. So it's the type of thing you can go up to the Cigar Box Fest, watch a few bands, take a break, walk through the art festival, and just go back and forth and make a beautiful day of it with your family. Bring the kids. We want the kids there. Bring a chair if you come. Bring a lawn chair too. You'll need it. But my name's Shane Spiel. Thank you for watching Cigar Box Nation TV. And tomorrow CB Giddy will be here. I have no idea what he has planned, but we're just going to keep these broadcasts going every day. Same bat time, same bat channel. If you're on the East Coast, these always happen on weekdays at noon. West Coast, I think it's 9 a.m. Over in the UK, I think it's 5 p.m. Either way, thank you for watching. My name's Shane Spiel, and I love to play the blues. See y'all folks later. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.